Hello guys, what's up? This is Kong, and today I'm gonna do a show review of my Boku Uno Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 22. And this episode is, like I said from last week, is the second part of the student versus the teachers. So there's three set of students are fighting against their teachers. So the first student that are fighting against the teacher would be class rep would be Mr. Ida, Tenya Ida, and the other guy name this guy Ojiro, and against what's the teacher's name? Power Loader. So they're in this open arena, and it's full of land, and they have like, okay, our teacher's underground digging. How do we get across to the exit, and so they can pass the practical exam? So either like there is no option because he's underground, you can't see, and he knows that he's setting up trap. Dish hole, or hole for you to drop in. So he like, fuck it, hang on to me, Ojiro. I think if I say his name right, Masahiro. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. My pronouncing Japanese names are not greatest. And he hop on Ida, and then like it was kind of funny. Like, are we really going with this? And Ida like, we have to, we gotta outrun the collapses of the ground, which he almost did. And it almost got there, and so everything goes down and exploded. I guess I would say exploded, and like Ida was like, "Shit, I gotta think think of something before we drop down." And he told Ojiro, say, "Hey, wrap your leg around." Wrap your tails around my leg, and I'm gonna toss you forward. He didn't say that, but that that's what he was doing. So he spun really fast, kind of like what he did to kick Hero Stain, and he just tossed the guy, toward Power Loader, and then Power Loader is like, "You ain't getting away from me." And he's trying to grab Ojiro, but then Power Loader used his tail to kind of kick him and down, and he passed, and then they pass. But the funny thing was like, "Yay, glad you made it," but then his head is like under the ground, like, I'm stuck. It was kind of funny, So then the next group of kids that goes would be Fukuyami and Asashu, if I say that wrong. It's Frog Girl. And so they're fighting against, what is the guy's name? Ectoplasm. So they're in the building, and they're trying to get to the exit. But Ectoplasm create like 30 clones, and Fukuyami is trying to like fight their way through, and Frog Girl is like, she's kind of like what's the support girl's name? Recovery Girl is saying, she's kind of like the emotional support for Fukuyami, to tell him, you'll make it, we'll be fine, and they get through to the escape route, and then like, okay, and then Ectoplasm, as if he can see you, he can create a gigantic clone of himself, and it's like humongous, and they're like, oh shit, we're fucked, we're trapped, and Ectoplasm's clone actually bite him, I believe. I think swallowed them, and they're stuck. And then Frog Girl's like, okay, we sort of we knew who we going against, so we knew who we were fighting against, so I planned this sort of thing. And Fukuyami actually, call out his shadow cast, go fight Ectoplasm while we sort of distract him from with that, and then Frog Girl spit out like a handcuff, and though they're fighting in a shadow. I call him Shadow because he's really a shadow of Fukuyami, but he's also sentient too, I believe, because he has his own personality. He comes back and then grabs the cuff. And the one thing I did not know was that Ectoplasm he's on like stilts, kind of like those pirates, how they have like wooden stilts, and they were able to put the stilt on Fukuyami, one of his leg, and therefore they were able to pass, because if you were able to put one of these on, then you pass. And I thought that was smart. It was unique, and because it showed that for Frog Girl and Fukuyami, it's really about planning ahead, communication, and working together. And they really exemplify that the trait or the work ethic you need to have as a hero. So then we go on to the next set of student that they're gonna be fighting. So we'll be let's see, what's the girl name? It's Todoroki and Yazuraro. I call her Momo because she's really Momo for me, So it's really about, they know that they're fighting against their home class student. A home class teacher would be Mr. Sawa, I believe. But they call him Eraserhead because his core is to temporarily erase their ability or handicap their ability. So, and Momo she doesn't have the confidence, so she's really relying on Todoroki to kind of come up with a plan to escape, to escape, to get out so they can pass. And Momo doesn't have the confidence. You can tell by watching this episode, and So she's like, I don't know what we should do. And then Todoroki say, hey, keep making things. So when you stop, if you can't make, that way we know that, okay, Eraserhead or Mr. Saki is around. He's in the vicinity of visual vicinity. And she stopped making it, and then they were like, oh, fuck, he's here. And he's like hanging out, and he's like, I got you, guy. And then Todoroki tried to do his ice move, use his ice, but it doesn't work because obviously Eraserhead had handicapped him, and Todoroki's like, run, Momo, run the hell, go to the exit, and then so we can win. She's running, so and then Eraserhead had wrap around. Todoroki, and he like, I'm gonna escape. He put the spike. You're like, no, son, I'm gonna put all these down, and when you fall down, you're gonna hurt yourself. So Eraserhead, he's actually, to me, he's a tactical man. He's a strategic man. He know how to combat opponent he have fought before. So Momo is running, she's like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Where's the shortest route to the, exit, and you can tell, Eraserhead is running on, on the wire, on the electric wire. He's like a ninja, remind me of Naruto, the ninja warriors. And she's like, and then he got her by the wrist, and then somehow she was able to make it big. She's like, oh shit, I got it. And but then she ran the opposite way. She ran back towards Todoroki, and then Eraserhead like, what's going on here? Why is she running the opposite way when you had the opportunity to run towards the exit and win, pass the practical exam? She doesn't. She goes the other way. And then Todoroki, I'm like, what are you doing? You should go back. But then prior to the event, Shoro Todoroki being captured, Miss Eraserhead, their home class teacher said, you shouldn't be considerate of your classmate or your teammate. You should actually ask if they have plan or ideas. And that he's really pointing out that when you're fighting 2-on-1, when you have two people you're fighting against one really powerful villain or opponent, you should share your ideas, share your plan, share your strategic thought, your tactic, how to overcome. Because when you both have plans, more likely you have more options. And that's why Eraserhead was trying to point that out to Todoroki and say, hey, you have a classmate, you have a partner that's, with you fighting me. You should take advantage of that. Take advantage of her being there to support you. You are supposed to support each other. Having each other's plan is a good thing. And that's important. When your plan fails, you can rely on the other teammates' plan. And that is the key to this. To me, at least, is that when you work together as a team, you gotta have backup plan. So back to the point, she run back to Todoroki, and Todoroki, okay, put me down, and then he asked her, what are we gonna do? You have a plan? He can come up with a plan himself. I mean, he's a really intelligent, strategic person himself, but he understands what Eraserhead is saying, that he have to make Momo realize and gain her confidence back to really pass this practical exam. And she say, okay, we're gonna run away, fight, come up with a secret plan. And Eraserhead just jumped down. They were like, oh shit! But then she made these Russian dolls. How you can put a smaller Russian doll inside another one, and she just pop him up, throw him up in the air, and he punched him, and he what the fuck is these? But and then it popped up, and it became, and there were flashbang in there, and it flashed. Prior to do that, she's like, close your eye, because she knew that Eraserhead power of quirk will only work if he has his eye open and had a visual, visual on his opponent. Then he is able to handicap. By using a flashbang, it create, he can't see. So she's actually smart, of doing that, because she planned ahead of time, but she doesn't know that her plan would work, and she doesn't have the confidence, because knowing that Todoroki is a really powerful opponent and really strategic, smart person. But she's the one that come up with the idea of, hey, I'm gonna create, these I guess wires, and it comes out of her chest, and he looks over and he's like, okay, I'll be staring at her. I'm like, damn girl, but beside the point, she create these bandages, and they goes out, prior to that. Todoroki, created massive ice, shield to kind of block the view, and it goes out, and then she's grabbing seems to there's two people running away, and he's like, nah, they ain't gonna work. I still see your ass, but then he find out it's it's a fake mannequin, and she popped out a catapult with the bandage, and then she's like, oh shit, she saw it, and then she realized that he's, backing off, and then she fires it, and it comes out, and then she told Momo, tell her, okay, Todoroki, use your fire, and then he uses fire towards the bandage, not at the teacher, not at Eraserhead, and at the bandages, and the bandage wrap around Eraserhead, and it confine him, so he can't really do anything. Yes, he can use his eye to like erase handicap quirk, but he can't do anything. In order to beat your opponent, you gotta use your limb and your leg. So he's handicapped. So therefore they win. They pass the practical test. So I thought that Momo, despite her, big bosom, she's great looking, but she's actually have the brain. She have the brain, the strategic. She's actually a smart girl. And Todoroki actually told her, say, hey, when we voted for class rep, I actually voted for you. And that means that he see that she's actually intelligent, she's smart, despite her, hotness and her great physique. But she was actually able to, come up with a plan to take down their home class teacher. So that's really smart. So I guess I got the learning. The point of these practical tests is really to work together as a team, come up with a plan, and know when to bail out and knowing when to fight. Because not every opponent is you're gonna be able to fight. For example, All Might. You're not gonna be All Might. You're gonna be like, fuck this, I'm gonna run. Call for backup. Or, like Gravity. You're like, okay, shit, she have gravity pull. So there isn't much you can really do unless you have power that you can actually escape. So there are, this is to teach students, when to bail out, when to fight, and really to use each other's, back up their ideas, plans. So therefore, in case one of your plan doesn't work, you have the others in place. When you're fighting against a villain that's powerful, it's really important to have backup plan, and even if maybe 2 or 3 backup plans, because thing doesn't always go as planned in real life when you're fighting a real villain. And this is just to give the student that essence, that glimpse of reality when you're fighting a villain. So overall, I did enjoy this practical exam. It shows, what their weakness. For example, like Fukuyami, he liked to fight at the distance, so he need to really learn how to fight close distance, because not every opponent is gonna fight at the distance. They're gonna fight at the closest, because they realize that he like to fight at the distance, so they're gonna take advantage of the weakness. That's also to point out. So yeah, guys, I really like this episode. I like Momo. She's hot. I think she's probably the most attractive of the girl, except for Ashita. But I like her. Her power, her quirk is really unique. She's able to create things out of her body. That itself is kind of hot. But in that sense, she can literally create anything that she wants or needs at her disposal. So that is really, really unique. I like to see what she's able to do. Can she do complex objects, such as weapons, such as explosives, such as powder, these other things that I would like to see, that if she's able to create, that would be awesome. She would be a versatile hero. By herself and as a supporting teammate, because herself, she can create things to support her teammate, such as creating shields, creating weapons, creating cloaks, creating trap, that sort of thing. And that is really unique. She's really unique, and she has that ability. When you have the ability to create, that's really unique, because creating takes, energy, take time. and she's able to create it at will, and that is really unique. Among the other unique students. So, guys, that is my long ass trailer review, not trailer review, review of Baku Uno Hero Academia Season 2 Episode 22. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? What do you think? What was the lesson that's supposed to be learned? Tell me below in the comment sections. Let me know. And please, like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, browse my YouTube channels, and keep coming back for more content. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.